Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jake Dixon, the team leader and CEO for Keller Williams in the Greater Quad Cities, and I feel like it's been forever since I've shot a video, so I'm really excited to be back with you all. And the reason for that is I've been out the last couple of weeks, even before the holidays hit us, because I am now a daddy. So I was out on paternity leave, enjoying the time with my little baby girl, but I'm excited to be back to work now, and I wanted to shoot this video about goal setting. So with, obviously the new year and a lot of people setting New Year's resolutions, I want to challenge you in this video. Have you set your goals yet? And what is your plan of action in order to keep yourself accountable to those goals? I want to help each and every one of you make 2014 the absolute best year yet, the biggest and baddest cash flow year ever for you. And it all starts right now. How you kick off the new year and what game plan you've set for yourself in order to do that. So, I tell a lot of people it's easy to set a goal or it's easy to set a New Year's resolution, but what's also easy to do is also easy not to do. And a lot of people, obviously I'm just as guilty as anybody, that initial excitement wears off, where you're all gung-ho for maybe the first couple of weeks, you're bound and determined to make this the best year of your life, and then a couple weeks go by, which we call life. We call that reality, and all of a sudden you brush your goals to the side and other things get in the way and become more important. And it's understandable, but I want you guys to be aware of that, so when that's happening or you feel like your priorities are slipping, that you can get back on track and keep these in front of you constantly. So last time I checked, anything worth doing, you don't talk about it, you don't look at it just once a year. And that's my biggest beef with New Year's resolutions is, if it's that important to you, why shouldn't the entire year be focused on keeping these goals in front of you and having that action plan in place to make sure that they happen? Not just, starting the year off all gung-ho, like I said before, but really, staying committed to it. And my definition of commitment, which is one of my favorite quotes out there, is, doing what you said you're going to do long after the feeling or the mood in which you said it has passed. So it's doing what you said you're going to do long after the feeling or the mood in which you said it has passed. That's really the definition of commitment. So when things get tough and you're down in the trenches or you hear no 1,000 times in a row, are you still going to be as enthusiastic and passionate about hitting those goals that you set for yourself? Or maybe when 7 or 8 months goes by, are they still going to be a focal point and a priority in your life to see to it that you finish it through the very end? From January 1st all the way to December 31st, keep to the grind. So anyways, one of the things that we utilize here at Keller Williams is called the 411. And I don't know if you can see this sheet. Probably not. It looks hard to see on the video, but what that is, it's our way of really tracking goals and staying accountable to that. This is where, each realtor has basically an accountability partner. That you meet weekly, you go over your goals, what did you do, what did you not do, and it's just a really good way to keep yourself committed and on point to these goals. This really means, the 411 really means that you're taking 1 year, okay, and you're focusing on 1 month at a time, and then focusing on those 4 weeks of that given month as your action items. So the 411, really we're just basically working backwards and literally writing your goals down, because I think there's some sort of magical power just about physically writing your goals down. If you don't write your goals down, it does not exist in this world. Okay, it's just a wish or merely a hope. But when you write it down, pen to paper, there's just something about that, call it the crazy laws of attraction, that I think is a pretty powerful force. So of this 411, you've basically got 4 categories. It breaks down into the job, your business, your personal finances, and then your personal life, such as vacations or whatever, your family time basically. So it's your job, then your business, and those two are different, and I can explain that if and when we meet together. Your personal financial goals, and then just your personal goals, something fun, your hobbies, your time with your family, that kind of a thing. So each category for the entire year, we want you to come up with at least 5 or 6 main goals for that category. So under the job category, what 5 or 6 main things do you want to accomplish this year? Under the personal category, what 5, 6 things do you want to accomplish? Do you want to take your family on a Disney cruise? Okay, make that one of your goals. For personal financial, maybe it's you want to pay off your credit cards and be totally debt free. Whatever that is for you, that's where you're going to write that in. And then we're going to work backwards. So each month, what can I do this month, obviously being January, to take a step towards achieving that goal of paying off all my debt? Okay, it's a really, really awesome and powerful tool to keep track of. So essentially, this is you keeping score. You know, like in T-ball, they don't keep score, and that's for a reason, right? Everybody plays, everybody participates, and I understand that. Believe me, I do. But in the major leagues, they keep score, and they track every single statistic humanly possible. So my question is, are you playing in the big leagues, or are you playing T-ball? Okay, and if you're playing in the big leagues, something in my gut tells me you're going to not just hit your goals, but you're going to crush and dominate your goals for 2014. But again, it's your way of keeping score by doing this 411 or whatever your means of holding yourself accountable to your goals. Do you know how much time is left on the clock? Right? Do you know what the score is? Do you know what play that you need to run in the middle of the game to shift gears? Okay, and maybe adapt to your situation. You got off track or something like that. Well, this is a way that you can get back on track and always keep your thumb and finger on the pulse of your business. So like I said before, the goal of meeting once a week is with your accountability partners, really to talk about what you've accomplished and maybe even where you've lacked. Okay, and what I like to do is I take a marker after each week and I'll highlight the things that I actually accomplished. Anything that's not highlighted, I'll shift that into next week and make that a priority to see to it that I get it done, because it's important to me. And I know that if I don't honestly check every single one of those action items off for the week, that by the end of those 4 weeks, I probably will not hit my monthly goals. And if I don't hit my monthly goal, well, then I'm not going to ultimately hit my yearly goal. So it's so important to stay on point with that. And I'll wrap it up by saying this. The 411 basically provides purpose and direction to your business and to your life. It's really a liberating feeling to have a plan of action that allows you to predict the future. See, really, goal setting is just a way of taking what's going to happen in the future and bringing it to the present. Man, that gets me so excited to think about that, because each and every one of you has the ability to do this. But it's, will you slow down and take the time to do it? And then more importantly, will you take the time to hold yourself accountable all 12 months, all 12 seasons, all 12 quarters, whatever sports analogy you want to put on this. But it's really like a GPS in a car, right? Before you know where you're going, you got to know where you're starting. So you pull out your GPS, it finds your current location, and then you input where your destination is going to be, right? And then it spits out all these, different maps and courses to get to that final destination. And somewhere through the point, if you veer off course or you take a left turn when you should have taken a right turn, the beautiful part about this GPS system or your goal tracking method is it doesn't matter. All it'll do is reroute and redirect you to end up at your final destination again. So it's not the end of the world if you experience a failure or something like that along the way. All right. So if you want to know more about the 411, whether you're happy with where you're at and you just want to meet and have somebody like myself be your accountability partner, I would be honored to do that with you, okay? Or if you're interested in hearing how our Keller Williams office outperformed the board by 37% in 2013 when it comes to closed sales volume, and the strategies and tactics and some of the goals that we had set, I think you would find valuable. I would love to meet with you and share that as well. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I apologize, this is a little bit of a lengthy video, but you guys rock, and I can't wait to see you guys and help you crush 2014. See you later.